Ladies and gentlemen, we got action. Ladies and gentlemen, we got smoke. Hip hop is a sport and it's looking like we about to have another big game. I wear my smoke hat. Yeah, I had to wear my smoke hat. Ladies and gentlemen, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj have let it all out and have finally gone at each other back and forth on a Twitter exchange. And I believe if I'm a betting man, this gonna turn into tracks back and forth because apparently Cardi B, I know Cardi B was shading Nicki on her new album, but she got a song on Young Thug's album, which I will react to, which she was going at Nicki. So Nicki and Cardi start going at each other on Twitter. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to tell y'all, this is the Terrence Crawford and Canelo of hip hop. And you might be like, wait, you think they're that great of rappers? That's not even what I'm saying. This is the last super fight. Drake and Kendrick and Nicki and Cardi are the last. Drake and Kendrick and Nicki and Cardi are essentially exactly alike. They both have had history of beefs. They've both had a Cold War shading each other for basically their whole careers. They've been two people who represent two sides of things, and this will have generational consequences of this battle. So, let's get into the Twitter exchange. Now, I will say, I looked all over to see who had this the right way, and there was like nobody who actually like chronologically put this together. So I'm just gonna read the tweets. I think Nicki started it by shading Cardi's sales, but let's get into this. So Cardi B claps back after Nicki Minaj disses albums. Okay, so let's get to the tweet. So I think this is the first tweet. I could be wrong, whatever. It says Nicki Minaj typed $4.99, right? Now, in a series of deleted tweets, the Pink Friday rapper unleashed a tirade at 32-year-old Cardi, including writing $4.99 to reference promotional price of Am I the... Okay, so she's talking about they dropped the price, I guess, to promote it, so she's shading her on there. Okay, cool. Then she deletes the tweet. I gotta call it... This is what I'm saying. I'm gonna call who won this Twitter exchange, because believe it or not, this is pretty much the preamble, the setup, but there's a winner to this, I'll tell you, in my opinion. So then the next tweet that she tweet is Barney Dangerous, right? And she's calling Cardi B Barney, and we'll see with the tweets that she had. So she tweeted A, B, C, D, E, F, G, falling off the charts with a big belly, running trains, barefoot, still smelly, still you could not outsell me. Okay, so that's a reference to Cardi B's line in her album. She was like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, which she got a lot of backlash for because it was some simple rhyming, simple setup, whatever. I was not a fan of the A, B, C, D, E, F, G bar either. So she flipped that. And y'all know me. I'm a battle rap head. I'm going to always say I birthed into battle rap. You understand me? Like, this is my culture, my cloth. And no matter what I feel about Nicki, I'm going to always call a point. And I ain't going to lie to you. That's a point. I will say, because I know Cardi is, Nicki is using this to roll out her album, which is fine. I don't care. I always say if you use rap battles or a battle to roll out your album, that's hip hop. I'm plenty fine with that. That's super hip hop. Matter of fact. Now, if these are the lyrics to your diss track that's coming out on your album, I know you're gonna have a Cardi B diss track. Cardi dissed you. If this is it, I would have saved this. You don't want that to be already said. Now, I will say, like, lyrically, it's not the craziest thing. The reason why it's a point to me is because the way you flipped her A, B, C, D, E, F, G stuff. Okay, cool. So, she's definitely spiraling, She might have took a, you know what I mean? She might be listening to the Clips album, is all I'm going to say. But it's definitely an up doing one of these Nicki rant spirals where it's like, something's hitting. Something hitting right now. Okay, then she goes... Then she runs it back. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Surgery to look like me. Tell the rat and tell Jay-Z Rico fraud and perjury. Now, Jay-Z my favorite rapper. But I'm not mad at that one either. I'm not mad at that one either. I will say, and I've said this before, Nicki Minaj is not a great battle rapper. Out of Lil Wayne is one of my favorite rappers ever, and he's not a great battle rapper. Drake, to me, out of the YMCMB starting three, is the best battle rapper, but and that's not saying these are good rappers, but just when it comes to a battle, like I saw what happened between her and Megan, and Megan torture racked Nicki Minaj bad, into a rant that didn't make her look good at all. Like she lost that Megan battle bad. Excuse me. That Megan's Law bar is still one of the hardest bars in diss track history. I don't care what anybody says. So, but I will say, the reason I say I don't feel like she's that great at battle rap is like, you got to be saving these lines. I'm going to keep it tall. Like, these aren't the craziest lines, but the wow factor is what's going to get people, right? So she's still going in on Cardi. Cardi, I don't think has said anything yet. Like I said, people haven't chronologized this right. So if anybody tells me Cardi started it or what, I don't think she did, though. Everywhere I'm seeing is Nicki just kind of went off on her sales, which, whatever. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, lied and said my mom was Trini. Okay, that wasn't crazy. That wasn't crazy. Then Cardi B entered the ring by calling Nicki Cocaine Barbie and adding her own magnet verse dissing Nicki Minaj. I don't understand why it doesn't. Here's the Reddit thread that has, like I said, you see how badly chronologized this is? For some reason, yeah, like this is the trouble I've been having all trying to find this. There is the Cocaine Barbie tweet, but for some reason they don't show it. Uh, I just don't understand. Everybody who covered this did it in an awful job. Y'all were way too excited to get the story up, and y'all just did not cover it right? Because y'all look. So this is the tweet in question. All right, right here. Okay, that's not great. All right, but you see how in the story they don't have the tweet. Like, what is wrong with y'all, Complex? Anyway, so I can't even tell if this is the right order. I'm sorry, guys, but these niggas, particularly with this story, they covered this. Everybody covered this awfully. Like I could tell niggas were too excited. Okay, so Cardi tweets, nah, because I was really baking ribs, making blondie brownies, and here come this bothering me on a damn Monday. She said she was minding her own business. I ain't gonna talk about the ribs. I don't know about the quality of the ribs. Look a little, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, I'm gonna leave it there. Okay. Damn, she was streaming Magnet hard as hell, right? Then she fires with the clapback. And this is why I'm telling y'all, I said this on the Cardi B album reaction. Y'all don't want to battle Cardi B. Cardi B battles like a dude. Cardi B, they're both from New York, but Cardi B is, I can clearly tell. I mean, she was holding up cards at the Smack You events. Like, this is why I go, ooh, if this is just the preamble, because this rebuttal was like, oh, if this is what this battle is going to go like, Nicki, you might want to duck your little taco, because she cut back with A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Your man had to snatch Kuntnu. Kuntnu tastes like honeycomb. Your bro be touching 12-year-olds. Don DeMarco, get him out of here. If that's what, and that's another thing too where I go, this is going to be a good battle because they both got a lot on them, and it's not like, oh my God, that is one of the wildest rebuttals. And I was like, ooh, between the you know what I mean, between the Barbie, between the snow Barbie and this, oh no, never. And then she claps back. I don't know if this is the same order. Why you keep bringing up my album? It's not the gag you think it is. You've been in the game like 16 years. You need to compare yourself to your peers that started around your time. Rihanna, Taylor Swift, Drake. Those are the numbers you need to be competing with, and you can't because you're doing lower than all of them. I was in high school when you came out. WTF is you comparing yourself to me for? Okay. Now, some people took it like, oh, she admitted she's not in Nicki's league. Ah, da da da. Which, if Nicki uses that in the battle, like in the track, that's actually strategy. What I think Cardi B is actually doing here is setting up her own angle, and because y'all don't be catching nothing, y'all don't be watching battle rap. I get it. She's setting up her angle. This is a setting up her third round. I ain't even gonna let y'all know, but I'm gonna tell you something. If she doing what I think she doing, this a nice ropey dope. Nice for a third. Because if the whole third is about how you were supposed to be here this whole time and somehow I was here and I caught up to you, that's an angle that works a lot in battle rap. Trust me, I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it. So we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? And then she purposely brought up people that she doesn't do numbers better than. Because what I think she might do is show that the people that you started with have passed you. You're just now the person waiting at the gate for all the new people that I'm better than you, and then they go back. I'm better than you. That's what I'm saying. That angle could definitely work. All right. And then she says, "All right, now this is the third tweet talking about my pregnancy. Like you wasn't going to different fertility doctors because you don't. Oh no, reproduce from all them perk script. Not allegedly, Lord protect my babies." And then that's Nicki Minaj's brother. If you don't know his cases, he's a monster. He's an absolute monster of a human being. Put the Nicki Minaj wig on him. Oof. And Nicki Minaj tweets out some AI pictures of Jay-Z with with the Nicki wig crying, and her looking like Barney. Okay. And then Ice Spice and JT jump in. Ice Spice does a laughing thing. JT does that meme. He's like, that B-word home ugly and mad, no celebration. I would have been breakdancer right now with my #1 album. So she's talking about Cardi, which makes sense because Cardi was shading her on her new album. And this is why I said this is going to be the next Drake and Kendrick. It's going to split things down the middle and people are going to go on sides, right? Lotto going to be on the Cardi side. Megan going to be on the Cardi side. And then JT gonna be on the Nicki side. I don't know where Ice Spice goes. Honestly, I think she has beef with both of them. I think she's beef with both of them. And honestly, what is she gonna add to this battle? Yeah, man. She basically like if you watch Dragon Ball Z, she like Puar, like the cat that transforms. Like what? She ain't even Yajirobe. Like what are we gonna do? Like okay, cool. It don't matter what side she on. Now, I know there's some missing tweets here, so I'm gonna go to this. Like I said, listen how bad it was covered. Let's see. And okay, so there's the Cocaine Barbie tweet. The power I have to make these bitches come out of rehab every time. Go to your effing room. Nothing more annoying than a board. You missed me, huh? Crazy. Now kiss my feet. Woo! All right, now Nicki tweeted this to every enabler: never provoke a writer while they're writing. You joined the game as a willing participant. Don't try to back out now. Rock bottom nation, rock inflation, rock nation, you failed. Let the reindeer gauge again. So this is why I think that Nicki Minaj is writing a Cardi B diss track and is getting ready to go at Cardi B. I will say, she's going at Rock Nation too. This is not good strategy because you're adding too much on your plate. And you just lost to Megan. So Megan has clear. When you come out of a loss, what happens is you got like a stank on you, right? And Megan has created a blueprint to kind of get you out of here. And if Cardi B can make her tweets rhyme, she's already got some heat on you. You know what I mean? Some heat. You know what I mean? Then she typed in A, B, C, D, E, F, G, pregnant, playing with his pussy. I think she was talking about Stephon Diggs or Jay-Z. I'm not sure. Somebody told me there's allegedly some rumors about Stephon Diggs being a little sus. I don't know, bro. I don't know about all this drama. I'm here for the battle. ABCD. Okay, we already read that. ABC. I like this one. ABCDEFG have a TONG. Yeah, see, a heavy TO. I feel like she's running out of the ABCDEFGs. You gotta chill. And then she said, raw dogging pregnant with the fourth baby, Barney B, BV, HPV, allegedly. So I think that's when Cardi said not allegedly, that was a response. That's oof. So, and this gonna be a battle. It's gonna get dark. I'm here for it. I can't wait. I will be oh yeah, by the way, I knew that my Chains of Whips freestyle was supposed to come today, but this happened and the clips are supposed to be dropping the Birds Don't Sing music video. So I got to push it back. So I'm my bad.